can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made the whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
That ultra ground music, riding in the hood, I use it. Tighten up, you a loser. I approve. I bet I stamped and approved. Straight ultra ground make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Willis now to throw. That's caught. Outside. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They send the tight end in motion. This one complete right side. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Jets first down. Throwing, Willis. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Walker. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He'll try to run for it. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. little Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So he'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Pistol snap to Willis.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight as the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now the rush finally gets to him, and he'll go down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced the turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. That'll be intercepted. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right back to the air following that pick six. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Willis. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And it'll be taken. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Willis. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
In trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn?
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 41-yard line.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Raiders 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completely completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. That is not going to do it. Trying to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. Now Willis. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 10.
Willis to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. Back to throw. There's the big tight end, Vance. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing is Willis. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Willis now to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be caught by the rookie from Colorado. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down, Las Vegas.
Timmy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Brought down back at the 27.
Throwing, Willis. That's taken in by Thomas. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
Walker again with ball carrier. Out of bounds, just past 16.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Pistol snap to Willis. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. That one good for 15 and a first down. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Dell motioning over. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down complete. Second down and 3. Willis. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll run the toss with Walker. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Willis. They're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Willis. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, here's Willis. That's into traffic, but taken in. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup, and it brings us to 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. He's close to a first down, to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll look to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards, and back-to-back first downs. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air one more time. A throw on the move is caught.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so.
To the goal line and in. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Vegas. And now the Raiders faced with an important two-point conversion attempt.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Willis now to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone. No move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.